From the hard carry who everyone invites, to the team backpack that literally does no damage, I've put together 10 types of rivals teammates that we've all played with, so we can see which ones help us win games, and which ones are really frustrating to play with. Make sure to comment which teammate you are, and without further ado, let's get into the first one. Starting off with the hard carry. These guys are like the rivals final bosses because they literally clutch up against anyone. You could be versing high level players and this guy would still cook like he's versing noobs. These are the kind of teammates that everyone wishes to have on their team. So I think you guys would agree that they belong in the top tier because it only makes sense to put them there. Next up, we got the throwers. As much as every team has that one player that's always carrying, they also have that one guy that's doing the complete opposite. They play fine when you're in the lead, but as soon as it's their time to shine, they just start selling so hard. Whether it's missing all their shots, badly timing the katana, or falling off the map. I feel like these guys just have infinite bad luck on rivals. And of course everyone sells sometimes, but with these players, it's almost like a daily routine for them. So I'm sorry, but you guys really have to lock it. Then we have the lone wolf. These guys are usually great players, but they should probably stick to ones the way they're always trying to solo push the other team. Every time their whole game plan is just to push by themselves, do no damage, die first, and then try the same strat the next round. And the funniest thing is, somehow they'll still find a way to blame their teammates for them dying so quickly, even though they're last on the damage leaderboard. Now I would put them straight into the bottom tier, but we have to admit, there are some moments where these guys would hit the craziest clips, and even if they do sell the game, it's really useful when they've done some damage to the enemy, and they're also a pretty good distraction. So I think putting them here would be a fair rating for them. Next, we have the radar. Radar players are the ones that give perfect comms and they use in-game directions to show you how to survive. They're not always super skilled when it comes to gameplay, but when it comes to spectating, they absolutely lock in and start scanning the enemies like some kind of drone camera. These guys should be a top tier player because of how useful they are as teammates, but the only thing holding them back would be their skill. But best believe, if they were to lock in and get good at the game, they would be the ultimate weapon. Now, we move on to the architects. Some of you guys might be a bit confused on what this even means, so let me break it down for you real quick. An architect is someone that plans and designs buildings, and in a rival sense, these are the people who frequently use these three weapons right here. Players that use the bounce pad have a more aggressive playstyle and thrive on maps like Big Arena, helping their team move around the map more easily, whereas people that use the other two weapons are more defensive and work better on big maps like Big Crossroads, making defenses and setting traps for their enemies. Their map knowledge is usually insane and is very key in helping us win our games. So I think it's fair that we put them up here. Our next player type is the superheroes. Now these guys are the true weapons that every rivals team should have. They usually have a more relaxed playstyle and prefer to let their enemies push first, but when their teammates are eliminated, they're always there to clutch up and win the game. All you have to do is get as much damage as you can in the early seconds, and even if you haven't managed to get any kills, it doesn't even matter because these guys are the kings of clutching in rivals, and you can trust these guys to deliver 99% of the time. I'm going to put these guys in the top tier, and if this is you, make sure to turn on your post notifications because I might need you to come carry me on stream when I'm playing 5v5s. Next up is the pay to lose. Money does not buy skill, and these guys are just living proof. They have every bundle, the rarest skins, the strongest weapons, and they're still not great at the game. But ever since Muzzy introduced the permafrost, these guys have been unstoppable. From the amount of people I've seen spamming this weapon in game, I've come to the conclusion that this could actually be the most pay to win weapon of all time. First of all, it has slowness bullets, which make it so easy to track your enemies. It also has super high damage when you use it at close range, so you can kill your enemies really quickly. And on top of all of that, you can also freeze them, which literally disables them from doing anything. For now, you guys are the biggest carries, but when Muzzy finally nerfs this thing, you guys will be so cooked. Our 7th player type is the team backpack. They're not terrible players, but there's definitely some carrying going on there. They're always sticking really close to the team, or they don't rush at all because they want to play it safe, and they're always maining one of these weapons. But for some reason, whenever you play ranked, these guys are the ones that gain the most elo out of everyone, even though they had the least input. Their safe playstyle might not be the best when you're getting rushed by the whole team, but we have to give these guys credit for being able to survive for so long without taking any damage, since they can easily win rounds with HP when the timer runs out. Next, we're moving on to the chatterboxes. If these guys did damage damage for every word they said in a game, they would probably be on the leaderboard right now. Like seriously, these guys need to stop talking in chat so much. Whenever I'm losing in Rivals, I don't really care because it's just a game, so I just say GG. But there's always that one guy in the other team that has to ruin it by being toxic. Even their teammates find them embarrassing because they literally got carried so hard. And honestly, these are the people that make Rivals less fun, so I'm probably gonna leave them in the bottom tier. And finally, we have the Blamer. These guys suffer from getting low damage every game, but somehow, some way, it's never their fault. Their game is lagging even though when you check he's on 3 bars. Their bullets are going through the enemy, but in reality he's just missing all his shots. They blame it on cheats, even though it's just a mobile player. Okay, maybe that one's valid, but still they have to lock in. Sometimes they might be telling the truth, but excuses don't make you a better player. And until you notice that, you'll be staying down here. And there we have the finished tier list, which means now it's time for you to let me know which type of player you are and which one you hate queuing with the most. I'd personally say that I'm the Raider, which means I have decent comms, but my skill could be a lot better. And if there's anyone out there that's a radar or a backpack, you might want to watch this next part because I'm going to be showing you guys how you can improve your skill and become a better teammate. Number 1 would be playing 3v3s. 3v3s is the perfect balance between amount of teammates and the number of enemies. And honestly, this is just my favorite game mode because it makes you better at solo clutching and it also makes you better at team tactics such as who's using the bounce pad, who's using a Molotov, and just pretty much any team strategy. Number 2 would be finding your own settings. Like I said before, some players would become beasts if they had better aim, but on and off Roblox you can find a bunch of aim training games, so that this doesn't have to be the case. This right here is the one that I normally use, and I even found that Enrique is the first on this leaderboard, which is actually insane. But judging by my aim right now, I probably need to use this way more. And my top tip for you guys would be not to use pro players' sensitivity, because that's the sensitivity they work best with, not you. So it's much better to find your own sensitivity that you're more comfortable with. And my third and final tip for you guys would just be communication. It's such a little thing, but just simply pinging the enemy makes it much more easier for your team to win rounds. Like this was purely my teammates' help. Whenever you get killed, you can see the enemy's HP, and Rivals didn't add this feature for no reason. So it's better that you use it to the full advantage, and the more information you give to your teammates, the more wins you'll start getting, and who knows what could happen. You might even make it to those top ranks and top levels. But anyways guys, that is the end of the video. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and also join the Discord if you want to be invited to private servers and giveaways. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.